Landon's gonna take the place of his brother working on his truck. Don't let it kill me. It's a new day in the shop. We're back on Jace's truck. Jace isn't currently here because he's at school. Landon's gonna take the place of his brother working on his truck today. So Landon's not at school because he's going to Southwest Tech every other day for automotive, but his class doesn't start for another week, so I get to teach him some stuff. Last time you saw us put a transfer case in it, and we had some issues with it because we didn't order the right parts. Yeah, it's not hitting, so that'll work. Cool, we'll figure this all out and get back to you. And then we got to build mounts and all kinds of fun stuff. So Behemoth, I called them up. Their customer support is awesome. He knew exactly what my problem was and said, hey, you need this ring. That solves all your problems. So we have it, we'll put it in and it should solve our problems. Okay, we'll go. Coming out. There it is. Is this interesting, Hunter?
Pretty dang interesting.
I knew you would like it.
It's heavy.
Okay, hold it right there where it's not clear in. Okay, we're good. Let's let it down and we'll get the rest of the parts. Okay. Doesn't rattle? Doesn't shake, rattle, or roll. God, these guys made our job easy, man. That's pretty slick. It's gonna be pretty straightforward here. All right, that one we're saying goes over to here because it's the front wheels. I was struggling there for a bit, but I totally conquered. That could have been our easiest shifter install to date.
That was pretty easy.
I mean, it'll shift here in a second. You may be holding the shifters in your lap, but it'll shift.
Zip ties.
Yeah. We'll deal with the floorboard. That's cosmetic. We deal with cosmetic very last, and most of the time never at all around here. I'm stoked with that. These guys build a pretty awesome piece.
That's ready for a mount.
Yep. Which is what we're gonna. Hey. You're not getting in my concrete, cat. Don't even think about it. Shoo. Come here. See that? That is salt for cats out there. Don't go there. Yeah, don't do it. Here. Hold that. It's your job for a minute. Somewhere right there is where she's needing to be. We'll probably cut the shifter back and mount it back farther to give these a little more slope back here. We'll pull the shifter back right by the seat so you can grab it easy. And we got some more parts in the mill. As you can see, Barnes 4-wheel drive. We got all of our building parts from Barnes. They're super knowledgeable and they will send you whatever you ask for. We're just opening the box now to see all the radius arm stuff we got. Oh yeah. Those are the mounts that are going to the bottom of the frame right there. All the tabs to mount. Yep. We got everything we need to make suspension on it. We're opening this now for a reason because this is going to affect our transmission mount where the crossmember bolts. Probably going to be, yeah, maybe just barely behind the hoist arm somewhere right there. Cool. So if you guys want to save a little money when you're buying your parts from Barnes, use code Fab Rats, save some cash. It's a good idea. So these big ones will be up frame. Then we'll have one more joint coming off the tube and then all rubber joints. So when you build a radius arm, there has to be some give somewhere. So you get these joints and they take polyurethane bushings. So when I build a radius arm, I always put polyurethane at the front end to eliminate all of the vibration that comes out of the front end. So every joint that hooks to the front will be polyurethane. These will be at the frame. So. This is the worst part about fabricating. is trying to envision what you want it to look like and functionality all at the same time. We'll get it. I just don't know what it is quite yet. Right?
Yeah.
Good try, Barland. Passed it. Oh yeah, that's... Don't let it kill me. Nailed it. Is it dead? No, it's not dead. It's alive. Let's show its belly. It's like, oh yeah, that's great. I'll take that.
What are you doing?
Landon built some plates for the new cross member. So as soon as Paul bends and dreams up this pipe, we'll just weld it right in. It'll be permanent.
Make it sound so easy, just
It'll be permanent.
dream it up, weld it right in. I've prolonged this day, but I've got it dreamed up. I'm building this. What I'm gonna do, I'm gonna go to 11 inches because I want a little bit of extra. And I'm gonna go to 1 foot and I'm gonna put a bend in it that looks something. I'm gonna go to 11 inch. Nah, I'm gonna go 1 foot. Well, maybe I want it sharper. I'm trying to think of exhaust later on. I'm trying to decide if I want to come straight over. That's what I want to do, huh? Because exhaust has got to come right through there. I'm gonna go 6 inches and I'm gonna put a bend that looks like that in it. This shop is a disaster, Hunter.
Yeah.
Build a shop. It'll be fun, they say. I think. Yep, that's exactly what I wanted. 40 degrees is what I was after. All right. John's convinced me to just go for it, so I'm just going for it.
It is that second bend is gonna be tight.
He's changing his mind now.
Got it.
Fancy like Applebee's on a date night. We gotta go a little bit more. 50 degrees. Let's see here. It's actually gonna be fairly close. We're gonna start our bending ritual. Here's your start right there.
Do you know what you're doing?
You can't see it?
Oh, okay, I can now. That's the drive line too, still.
Looks good until we put it up in there. It's actually
That's
gonna
not
be
too bad.
Cut it off.
Yeah, we'll cut it a little long right here.
Sweet.
We'll figure it out. Hunter just completely doubted me, by the way.
So is it gonna be a one-piece drive line, or are you doing a
I hope
joint?
we can get away with it. It's gonna be close. That one's right now. Now I gotta bend this one a little more. Dude, this could be some of my finest. I'm gonna go cut that off. Just, Hunter, you gonna get this out of my pocket? Never mind. Too late. Cut that little line, it'll fit up in there. And we're starting to have a mount.
That's pretty dang good. I mean, it's a little short now, but
That's easy fix. I can't see anything wrong with it, other than the big gap, but I can fix that. I think we can probably grind these tabs and just turn them down and weld them on. We'll just have it straight down like that. That's gonna miss. Might have to push the floor up just barely, but I gotta grind this off and bend it out just a little bit. You freaking doubted me, Hunter.
no, that turned out like actually really good.
I think it's pretty good. I think that's gonna be pretty slick. Driveline should miss. All right, we'll get some tabs made, weld this thing in here. Is that level? Grab a level, let's throw on the bottom and see.
In.
That's pretty close. Probably loosen those up and we'll pull them off and
grind the tops.
I ground the tops already. If we grind them a little more, we'll roll it down. And then we'll tap this into position and weld them in. Hey, it's making welding noises.
What do you want the cross member to be out of?
Mike can build it out of this same 2-inch or pipe right here. We can't rain this hard very long. He's rolling around working.
Your new concrete.
So Landon's putting a horn. Oh, he's getting out. Look at him. What if he knows his window's down?
They can go back out.
Wet. Hey, your window's down. Hey, it's a little wet out there. We're gonna have to break the vacuum out.
Oh my god!
Yeah, we're gonna have to put on scuba gear here in a minute. Dang it.
It's going to your little man-made pool from your concrete.
Find the vacuum cleaner. Oh yeah, it's terrible. I gotta feel it. That's how we're building this rig. You like it? How's that? Good enough for Jace, right?
Yep. Yeah.
Cross member, the new one is welded in, so now we can cut this one out and we can start working on the front end. Get this thing put in. Get this truck out of my way and onto my projects. It's morning again. I'm working on Jace's truck again. I'll take you through, show you what I got done. I got the trans cross member, well, one part of the trans cross member in. I think I'm still gonna come off of back here somewhere and across and build a skid plate for this and for the trans pan. So that's all gonna happen, but I'll worry about that later. It holds itself up now. I'm gonna mount the front bumper, mostly because I want it to help tie the frame rails together because I gotta cut this off. I got this pipe in there, which is gonna hold it. It's gonna hold it together. But I'm gonna get the front bumper mounted. Sean, he cut all the mounts off and ground it up. We could have mounted it the way it was, but it looked funny. It had a gap between the grill and the bumper, and I didn't like it. So I'm gonna build some brackets that look something like this. It's gonna step the bumper up a little bit, make it look better. I have to have this truck setting on all fours by tonight. It needs to be able to roll out of the shop because I gotta work on the FJ for 24 hours of hell and back. I gotta get it ready. It's coming right up and I need to get that done. We'll get going. That's gonna work. And then we'll just cut the fenders off underneath of it. Put the winch out the front. We'll do it. All right, we are tracing out our bumper brackets and we'll cut them and drill some holes in them. We got them. What do you think, shop cat? Cats are weird little creatures. Like a dog, you can call it and it'll come to you. Cat, they just have kind of a mind of their own. They do whatever they want. We're gonna hurry and butcher these out of here and then we'll grind them up, drill some holes. We'll get to work. I bet we should have used the new Arctroid on this. Should have. Next time. They're mostly the same. Let's see if they fit in. Oh yeah, they're gonna fit. All right, if I drill all of those holes out, should line up in there. We'll drill the other side exactly the same. Should be able to bolt that on, set the bumper up, tack it in place, and then we can weld her up. We've done more in like an hour this morning than we've done in 3 days, Hunter. Holes are drilled. If we did anything properly, they should line up here. What do you think of that?
Look at that.
I mean, we did have a lot of leeway in there, but they do line up. Now, they should line up over here too. If you come to this side. Hunter, we should head for Vegas today. I mean, no one else is here technically. We could go, no one would know.
Sure.
Until we came back and we'd mortgaged the shop and lost everything. Well, sorry. Alright, we are Getting there. There's some little construction noise going on you're gonna have to deal with. Cutting concrete outside right now. Concrete got a little wet last night, so we're hair nervous about it, but I think it's fine. They're all bolted on. I think we can lift it up and tack weld this thing in place. What do you think of that, Hunter? Just like I meant it.
Oh yeah.
Cool. Get the welder set up and we'll tack it in place. Get her where you like her. Right there, it's pretty close. That one won't fall off.
Wow.
This bumper won't fall off. She ain't falling off.
Those
Anytime.
Dimes, dude.
Yeah, anytime it's gonna hang. Have a shop cat. It'll be fun. I gotta go throw the shop cat crap outside. Fairly disgusting.
How does a little cat poop that much?
I don't know. I'm wondering the same thing.
Holy cow. Oh, that's disgusting.
That smells terrible. Right, so we're gonna cut this beam out of here. We've got the frame braced up now. So it's coming out, and then we can start fitting front end in here. Front end is gonna get rolled under this thing. We haven't cleaned the frame up like it needs to be yet. Some of that frame's getting cut out for Ori mounts, and I'm gonna get the links mounted in it and see where I gotta clean before I just go aimlessly grinding, because I hate grinding. Actually, I'm letting Jace grind it. I'm gonna get these barn stuff all put in here. They sent some cool stuff. If you live in the middle of nowhere like I do, Barnes is probably your answer. They sent all the joints, everything I need to put this radius arm kit together, plus the bolts to bolt this thing together and the tube. This kit that I've got from them is for like a Jeep, like a JK or something like that. We're gonna adapt it to a Dodge Dakota. It's gonna work just fine. I'll get going, I'll mock it up and show you what it looks like. He's under here. We've got it centered side to side. We've got 15.5 from here to each side. We're gaining on this thing. I'm trying to decide length. I think I'm gonna go 36. It's gonna put me to right here somewhere. And then the arm will come off and up. So I think it's gonna work out. We're gonna start manufacturing those and get some stuff kind of panned out. Kind of thinking I'm gonna have to put an Astro Van steering box on this thing because I need the steering to come out the front. I have to find one of those. Good thing is it's a Saginaw box. It'll bolt right in, hook up the way this needs to, so we'll go with that. All right, so we've got the links tacked together. We're just trying to figure out all the angles. We're gonna set it to like 6 degrees. This is somewhat ride height. It's not gonna matter until we build the top links that tie this front end down. So this is just a rough estimate right now, but I'm gonna tack this right up here to the front end, and then we're gonna go ahead and build the mounts and everything for the top. Straight off of that is 19 and 17.5. All right, 17.5. Straight off of that, ooh, we're a little far on this one. 19 now. That's gotta tap backwards a little. All right, so this is important part I'll show you. We wanna make sure these get welded on in the same spot. We are at 21.6. Yeah, we can get that. It's gonna work right there. That's gonna do it. We'll get it to where it needs to be and weld it in. I'm gonna tack this together real quick. Got some sort of links now, Jace.
You want to tack the back of it on?
Yep, I'm gonna tack that in. Then we'll start building the tops. All right, we've got bottom links in it. We'll get the rest done. We're making this up as we go right here. We're dreaming and building at the same time here. We go cut 10 inches of that pipe and we're gonna make it fit right there.
Looking like something.
We're getting there, we're figuring this out. I gotta see how much separation. We need like 10 inches of separation. Oh, we've got 10.5, almost 11. We're We're dandy. All right, now I need you to go let it down. Let me see that camera. We're checking to see clearance on everything. Go nice and easy. Keep going. It's good. It's contacting, but oil pan's about to hit. No, it's gonna be close. I think it's gonna work. We're gonna go ahead and build the other side, and then we'll do some twisting and see what that looks like. We got those on the same angles. I think we're getting there. Now I gotta build a mount under here. This side's lower, the truss is lower on this side, so my mount has to be taller, so we're gonna do some stuff. All right, I feel bad, but we're gonna take this nice looking Barnes mount. I'm gonna cut it off because this is for a Jeep. We're building a Dodge. We're gonna come down 5 inches from the center of that hole and cut it off flat, and it'll weld on that truss in there and be perfect. So if I would have had to make all of these brackets, building Jace's front end would have took me a couple of days, but since Barnes shipped them to me, they're already stamped or cut out, laser cut out. One day we have the suspension into this truck. So, I mean, if you figure your time's worth anything, way cheaper this way. All right, now we just gotta put it in the same exact place, tack it in. Voila, radius arm kit built. We're getting close. Get in here. I'm gonna lift it up just a little bit.
It rolls a lot.
That's how it has to with the way this works.
Is that gonna mess the drive line angle up?
No, it's not gonna mess that up.
Oh,
What's gonna mess up is this caster camber angle right here. So we gotta get that set right at 4 inches or 5 inches of up travel. All right guys, I'm gonna take you into the rat shack for a minute. Show you what we got going on in here.
Well, hi.
Grandma's in here selling
everybody.
stuff.
We got a lot of stuff.
We wanted to show you this. This is a new addition. We now carry ropes. We don't just have any ropes. We got our favorite ropes, Yankum ropes. We can sell them to you so you don't have to pay shipping if you stop by the shack. Save yourself some shipping on them. We got fair leads, all of our merch. Swing by, say hi to this lovely lady, and buy something. And don't forget to put your pin in our board where you're from. All right, it's morning. We're back at it again. New project, well, old project, new day. We're working on my boy's truck again. Jace's little Dodge Dakota. Today's suspension, we're gonna get the Ories hanging in it and a panhard bar. Probably not gonna get steering because I messed up and didn't get the box ordered. The box that it currently has in it is the Dodge Dakota box, which steers this way, back here. I'm gonna put a minivan, like an Astro van steering box in it. Same box, bolts up exactly the same, other than pitman arm's gonna come forward. So, won't be this pitman arm. We need a straight one. It'll come forward, steer. Should solve all of our problems. We'll get going. Today, we're gonna deal with this. It's got big dimples in the frame here, and I need them flat. So we're gonna cut a piece of plate, weld across all of this, box all that in, and then the Ori mount will hang up here.
Let's cut some high spots off, get her flattened up a little bit.
All right, so I'm over here playing with the arc droid. It's got some new technologies on it that they hooked us up with. So we're gonna cut out some panhard brackets with it. They're gonna look like that right there. If all goes well, let's see if it cuts. Now I just gotta cut one more of those. It'll match exactly on the other side. And all I have to do, so I save this, I just push go again and it'll cut another one. Arc-Droid's pretty sweet. All right, we got 2 identical parts cut out. Now we'll grind them up and we can start building our panhard across this thing. These boys have got the frame all ground up. It's looking good. We'll cut some templates out and we'll build the frame plates. We'll Arc-Droid those out too so they're identical. We're gonna use that thing now that we got it fixed and it's working. We'll use it. We got our frame plate. We're gonna transfer it to here, trace it all out, and then cut a couple of them. So we'll get that done. Got all of them? Okay. Now we put some holes in it. Does it look like it?
Yeah.
Am I back to it? Cool. That is our frame plate. Let's save this thing. Okay, we're going for it. Let's see her work.
Makes it look a lot nicer, doesn't it?
It does.
It's gonna tie it all together. That's up there.
Wow, I think you're a cat person now, Dar.
Yeah, it just sets on anybody that comes in here.
That's not gonna be terrible, is it? We'll bet that'll weld in. Finally, one side done. We got to do one more side exactly like that, and then we start putting Oris in it. We've stared at this for a while trying to figure out how we were going to do stuff. We still don't know, but we're just going to do it.
Because it's my truck, so just do it.
Jace made her home from school finally, so we're just going to go ahead and start welding stuff together and see if it works when we're done. Ouch. Hit my brain on some stuff. We're repurposing our old pattern to make our new pattern. So Sean is over currently cutting some round stock to go through both sides of this. I'm making a little tiny piece that's going to weld into right there with a hole in it so that it's an extra brace for this thing. Basically is what I'm doing. We'll go grind these up and Sean will have those built. We can weld these parts together.
What are you doing?
Building some spacers, pilot hold them, and now we're just drilling them 1/2 inch. Just lots of slow machine work.
So this is the cool part about running the Arc-Droid. These things are exactly the same. So, and very little cleanup on them. I just took it, ground the edges, got all the slag off. We're ready to weld them together when Sean's done. So, that is what we're building right there. It's almost like I mend it, huh, Hunter?
Looks pretty good.
I'm gonna make sure that all these mounts miss everything that we need them to. Okay, basically, I weld her in like that. One is cut and built. I just gotta do the other one. And then we're gonna end up cutting them off. So we'll end up cutting basically like that, something, and fitting on the frame, wherever height is right. So let us cool off and go to that point. Worked on this thing all day, ran out of time basically. She's mocked up, we've got things where they need to be. All the parts are built. Things just need to get welded together, but I ran out of time on it, so until next time, that's all we're gonna get done. Thanks for watching, guys.